Howdy folks, and welcome back. My name is Josh Tohn, and this is my channel on how to YouTube. In this video, we're going to be talking about networking and how to actually attract an audience to your newly created channel. In our previous video, we talked about setting up channels and some things to consider, so if you want to learn more about that, you can check that out. And so let's jump into it. When you're trying to attract an audience, there are several things you should keep in mind. First is, what are people seeing when they're actually clicking on the video? Second is how to actually get that video in front of people in the first place, onto their home pages, into the recommended section. And then what are some ways to attract people from outside of YouTube to come to YouTube to see your content? The first is really titling your videos well and getting good thumbnails on them and tagging them appropriately. When you're titling your video, you don't want to be too clickbaity. People generally react really negatively to clickbait, and it doesn't garner a loyal audience. A successful YouTube channel has a consistent view rate of about 1/3 to 1/2 of their subscriber rate. If your titles are really clickbaity, you'll see that your audience diminishes or doesn't grow in the first place. So try to avoid a clickbaity title. A good way to approach it is having a really honest title. It just says, this is what's in the video, but in a way that's maybe interesting or a different way to go at it, but you still want it to be very clear as to what the title says is what the people are going to see in the actual video. It also should be really short and super easy to read, so you don't want any long words or complicated words or anything. It should be very simple, and it should drive the point home right away that this is what this video is about. Now, when you're looking at thumbnails, thumbnails should also follow a similar principle. If there is a really interesting screen grab or frame in your video that just is really pulls people's attention or gets them interested, then that's a good one to think about. Another is just a shot that is encompassing as well. It should follow similar guidelines as the title and just be something that's like, this shot is not only interesting and engaging, gets people thinking about, oh, what's this about? Look at that thumbnail. It is also representative of what the video is about. And so if they go and see the thumbnail, they'll be like, okay, I can expect to see some shot similar to that somewhere in this video. So you don't want to Photoshop too much into it, because then people won't actually see that in there, and the thumbnail itself will become clickbait. And then you also want to keep tags in mind. You want it to tag over a lot of different content that's kind of in the periphery to yours. So if I'm doing a video about making boats, I'm also going to have boat racing in my tags. I'm going to have just boats in general in my tag. I'm going to have carpentry, woodworking, craftsmanship, all sorts of different things that can get my video in other people's recommended feed. And the YouTube algorithm will handle a lot of that for yourself, but tagging is incredibly important, and you don't want to skip that step ever. Also, make sure to tag yourself in every one of your videos. It will look at your other videos that are also tagged with yourself and make sure to reference to other videos on your site in the recommended list. When you're putting out YouTube videos, you should remember that YouTube is designed so that when people watch one video, they will want to watch another. Netflix does this expertly, and so does YouTube, so it's worth using that system to your advantage. And tagging and having good titles and good thumbnails is a great way to do that. Another important thing to consider when networking is getting your channel on other social media platforms. Make a Facebook page for your channel, make a Snapchat, make an Instagram, do all of those things and get people looking at those as well. So you can blast out on Facebook quickly, like, hey guys, new video up this week, go check it out. You can throw on Snapchat, just do a little video or a picture and just post it on your story. Just